Hey everybody, what's going on? XNF Execution God of Mu here, and I'm happy because what you are watching right now is my 100th video special. And also, if you look at the bottom corner of the video player, you'll also notice that it's, you know, I don't actually know how long this is going to be, but I'm aiming for an hour. So obviously if it's more than an hour, then absolutely brilliant. Now, 10 points for anyone that can guess what game this is. This is, I don't know, it's probably going to say in the title, but this is in fact my favourite game ever. Of course there are flaws with it, but if I had a choice to play any game until the day I die, this would be it. Because I absolutely love this game. Now, the two that followed it are actually not very, I don't think they're very good. From those that I've spoke to, out of the whole series, everyone prefers this one. Now for those that have got pretty good knowledge of these games, this is the extended edition one, which I like to call 1.5, because this is the original in the series. And as if you can probably tell, I'm delaying saying the name of it until it actually appears on the screen. But I'm pretty sure you guys know what it is. But I love this game. I'm gonna see how well we can do in this hour of it. I will, if you guys actually want me to continue playing the game, then let me know. I'll continue the series of it. And at the end of that, I can actually show you the several characters that I've actually played through in this game. This is my first time playing through on an Xbox 360, which means I don't actually have any of my original saves on it. So I've got obviously on the original console, original Xbox, there's black and white. In this, it's left bumper, right bumper. So I think they're the only difference in controls, which I'm going to have to get used to, but it shouldn't be too bad. So yeah, I really do enjoy this game, and I've been talking through this whole intro cut scene, so I'm just going to keep quiet for a minute. So yeah, for those that haven't figured out what the game is yet, this is indeed the original Fable. Obviously, those that actually got into the series of games in Fable 2 on the Xbox 360 and then Fable 3, you will probably love the way that they play. Now, for those of you that started on this game, not the Lost Chapters, because this is the extended edition, the first one. I did have a copy of the first one for those that wanted to know. This is indeed an extension of it. I don't know why I've got a default. I'm actually going to delete him. I think I tried this once before just to see what it looked like. Okay. So yeah, I think that the two that followed this. Is there any way to keep? Hang on, I'll keep talking while I do this. Oh my god, I can't remember what I was going to say. Honestly, to God, I cannot remember what I was going to say. Oh yeah, that's it. So for those that have actually played the second... Oh, you're kidding me. I can't have... There we go. Okay. Just because no one in the game actually says your name. God, those that started later in the series, you'll probably prefer the way it plays. From those that I've spoke to that played this one before they played the second and third, agree that this is how this game is how the next two should have been. So I hope you enjoy this game, especially if you haven't bought it yet. I definitely would, because, as I said, this is my most favourite game ever. Now, I think this goes into a cutscene.
Deep in the forest of Albion lay the small town of Oakvale, unchanged by time and untouched by the sword. Here lived a boy and his family, a boy dreaming of greatness, of one day being a hero. Sometimes he imagined himself as a noble knight or a powerful wizard. And other times he dreamt he'd be an evil warrior. But in all his dreams of greatness, he could not possibly imagine the power of the destiny that lay before him.
So yeah.
Come on, wake up. Daydreaming again, were you? Just like your mother. Mind always wandering. Well, let it wander off to find your sister, will you? She's out playing by the Barrowfields gate. Remember, you haven't given her a birthday present yet. Don't tell me you forgot to get her one. Well, I'm not bailing you out this time, son. I tell you what, I'll give you a gold piece for each good deed you do around Oakvale. That should be enough to buy her a present. Now, get moving and stay out of trouble.
So yeah, we actually genuinely start off as a small boy and grow up. Now I think that's, you know, a pretty cool concept. You don't stay a boy for very long, so it's not like the end of the world if you really want to get into the action. People on the map with green dots are people of interest. As you can see in the top right, there's a little map. Top left, health. There will also be mana when we get there. Bottom left is your D-pad. We don't have anything for it. Also next to the bottom left is the money, and the bottom right is what the Y, X, A and B do. Now X is to attack. Also if you highlight it over chicken you can kick it, which is always fun. If you hold Y you block, and if you move you roll. And if you hold B while you move, you sprint. This is the normal speed. If I hold B, I sprint, okay? So, now we are going to start. Let's kick the chicken. There's actually an achievement for, not an achievement, a little goal thing to see how far you can kick it. Right, let's talk to this girl.
I've lost Rosie. I left her and I can't remember where. Her stuffing needs changing today and I can't find her. Please help. She's a lovely little furry bear with a blue patch on her back.
Alright. So we have to look for the teddy bear. Right, there's a green dot around the back of this house as well.
Come here, my little pumpkin.
What the hell's going on? What? Why am I scratching my ass?
What? I was just, I've never even met this woman. Who is she? Look, Sonny, keep your mouth shut about this, right? My wife's at home with our little ones, and I'm supposed to be working. But a man should be entitled to do what he likes, don't you think? Tell you what, if you keep this little secret, I'll give you a gold piece.
Right, I haven't actually got to saying what type of character I actually want this one to be. Now, I always go evil. Always. I generally always go evil. I think I've only ever made like 1 or 2 good characters. Now, if I were to take his bribe, okay, I'd get a gold piece for it. But you can also go tell his wife and get a gold piece for the good deed. So if I did this and that, I'd get an extra gold piece, and I could the bad deed and the good deed will neutral each other out, which means I would not gain or lose any ailment or alignment. What did I say, ailment? So I'm actually going to commit a bad deed.
Here, have this gold. My advice to you, don't get tied down to one. Look after yourself. Forget everyone else.
Okay, so I've committed my first bad deed. Now,
come here, my little sand goose.
because I'm only a kid, if I get caught by the guards doing a bad deed, they just tell you off and then send you on your way. Okay, this guy here, this is the trader, who's going to sell you the present to give your sister, your kid. Okay, this is the wife. We'll tell her.
Where's that filthy layabout husband of mine? With some woman, I don't doubt. I run his house, bring up his children, and what do I get in return? Nothing. If you find him, let me know, won't you?
Okay, right. Now, see, this is the reverse. We got a bad deed for taking the bribe, so we got a gold piece for it. But if we tell this woman where the husband is, which I'm going to...
You have? Right. I'm gonna turn him into balverine food. Thank you, young sir, for telling me.
Now I performed a good deed, which essentially has just counteracted the bad deed. So I'm now still on 0 alignment. The only problem is you do with good deeds you do not get your money straight away. You have to talk to your dad.
Wait till I get my hands on that pig.
Okay, I wish you well with that. Now below the map on the right hand side you see there's a little halo icon. That means I performed one good deed. There isn't one for bad good deeds.
Little swine, I'm going after him.
As you see, the guard is coming after me.
Got you, you little ruffian. I've heard reports that you've been doing bad deeds, accessory to improper man and lady behaviour. That sort of behaviour is not acceptable. If you were older, you'd be apprehended and fined by the town guards. You need to decide if behaving like that is worth it, my young friend. I'll leave it at that for now. But think about what I've said.
So yeah, you can basically do any bad deed you want and you will not get penalised for it. Now, as you see on the map, there is also a guy down there, but I'm gonna do this one first because I think this one's probably a bit more fun, a bit more action based.
What do you want? I'm just dealing with this brat. He was irritating me, playing with my sister and her stupid teddy bear. No, he won't give it to me, just because I said I'd rip its stupid head off. I told him if he doesn't do what I say, I'm gonna make his life a misery. I want more
Right,
money.
okay, so we've heard the bully side, let's hear the kid side.
Get him off me! Please help! He goes around the town beating up anyone smaller than him. But you look strong. I bet you could scare him off for good.
Right, okay, now, I think I'm going to be good because...
Why are you playing with baby toys and little girls?
Mainly because I don't ever normally be good, so I'm actually going to help this kid.
It hurts!
Now you see he's got a little health bar because he's a boss.
I'm sorry.
Only bosses have
I'll
the
leave
little
him
health
alone.
bars.
Just please don't hit me again.
Thank you. You stopped him good. Thank you. Here,
You gotta love his
I'll
jaw.
let you look after Rosie. She'll be safe with you.
There we go, we formed another good deed, and we've got the teddy bear to go give that little girl, if you remember correctly. Now, if I'm going a bit too fast for some of you, that's because I'm trying to get to the, the main story plot of the game. I mean, granted, this has got story plot in it.
Thank you so much. Come on, Rosie. Let's change your stuffing.
And we formed another good deed. So we now have 3 good deeds, which means we're going to get 3 gold pieces from our father. Yeah, the reason I'm quickly going through this is because I want to get to the story plot elements. Like actually get into the main slot of the game.
Oh, thank goodness. Listen, lad, could you do me a favour? I've got to, answer a call of nature. Oh, stay here and watch this stock for me. There's a good lad. Just stand between those 2 stacks and don't move. I'll put a good word in for you when I get back. Right, won't be long.
Right, okay, if I actually remember correctly, this is another one where you can
My cousin says that the barrel
Yeah.
quick while he's away. Smash his barrels up and see what's inside. Unless you're too scared. Unless you just...
Okay, right. This is another
It's
one.
called break stuff.
If you break these barrels, you can get more coins out of them. Problem is, you get a lot of bad. Actually, I'm not even going to bother. I've just thought of that. You get bad points every time you do a every time you destroy a barrel. So, if it was going to be equal to me, doing the actual good deed, then I would have done it. But because it's not, I'm just gonna. Because I think it's in only one of those crates out of all 3 of these barns. There's bloody kid. There's only 1 coin, I think. So to be honest, it's just not worth it for what I'm planning to do. So just do this quick good deed.
Excellent, thanks, lad. I'll let your dad know what a splendid watchman you made.
And there we go. We performed another good deed, and that's all the good deeds you can do. Now, there's probably one of you screaming at me like, on the top of the map.
What? You again? I'm hearing of your mischief rather regularly. Shall we remind ourselves? Destruction of a person's vendibles, accessory to improper man, and do you realise the trouble you'd be in if you weren't such a little un? Now go and keep yourself...
Okay, just, you know, a kind reminder by a guard there. Yeah, anyway, that, the one...
what he'll do next.
The one at the top of the map, which I'm sure at least one of you is shouting at me for, that's actually your sister. So you need this present to move on.
I'm a man of my word, so here's the gold for your good deeds. But if you think that I'll turn a blind eye to your mischief, you're very wrong. Look, try to keep out of trouble, please, for me.
Wow, our dad's got an earring.
Well, I think you may have enough there, son. Have you spoken to the trader?
Right, okay, now on the map, you see there's a flashing gold thing. Whenever you get a flashing gold ring, it's actually called the seal. The guild seal, that's the one. Whenever you got that, that means that's the objective that you're heading for on the quest that you've accepted.
Hello, lad. I'm a trader.
And look at that mustache.
I wander the world buying and selling wares, especially to fine folk like your good self. Some little girl I saw said you have a sister, and it's her birthday. And it seems you haven't got her a present yet. It just so happens that I have a rather nice box of sweets here, guaranteed to put a smile on any sister's face, for only 3 gold pieces.
Okay, and obviously we want to buy them.
Sir, they are yours. Wish your sister a happy birthday from me now, won't you?
Okay, and we get a box of chocolates. Now, as you can see, the quest icon is now changed to my sister. Right, now this is where the story plot changes quite dramatically. So this is where the main slot of the story begins. So I'm going to keep quiet for most of it. And see, there she is, playing by the scarecrow for some reason. And into the cutscene.
Hello, little brother. I hope you haven't forgotten what day it is, like you did last year. I'm sorry if I woke you up last night. It was another of those dreams. I was standing in this field when something happened, but I can't remember what. Never mind that, though. I'm still waiting for my present.
Sorry about the plane. Okay, we're going to give our sister the chocolates.
I knew you were going to bring me chocolates. It's just like my dream. Come on, let's go home. Mother will be back for my party any minute now.
Alright, so let's head back with our sister.
Wait, there's something wrong.
Bandits!
It's really happening. They're here. You've got to hide.
Got one!
Evil had come to Oakvale. Bandits wielding torches and steel, slaying and burning all in their path. Blood-red flames lit the night as the villagers screamed and begged for mercy, and soon their bodies filled the streets. Then the raiders reached the last house, where the boy and his family lived. It was them they had slaughtered so many to find. The father fought to protect his kin, but he was no warrior, and fell mortally wounded. The bandits ripped the house apart, but could not find the boy. Through torture and threats, his mother and sister remained silent, and their furious attackers took them both. From the nearby woods, the boy watched as all he knew was taken away. His whole life was crushed to ashes. He was alone.
You'll also notice that the paintings are in the game that are really, really good. Okay, so here we are. We're still in Oakvale. We're still in the same place we were. Everything's on fire. So we're actually going to head home. Not really much to say here. Apart from my dad on the floor.
We must leave. It's not safe here. They're all dead. You don't want to join them, do you? Then give me your hand.
You will learn more about him, or Maze, throughout the game. Don't think he's just a random guy that's taking us away, like a pedophile or something.
I thought you'd have a stronger stomach than that. Come on. Save your energy, boy. It's not me you want to fight. You might not realize it, but I just saved your life. There's nothing left for you in Oakvale, and if you'd stayed, you'd be as dead as the rest of them. Come with me. My name is Maze, and I'm the head of the Guild of Heroes. You must have heard of it. You'll find nowhere safer in all of Albion, nor a better place to call your home. And if it's vengeance you want, you'll need the training only we can offer. Here we are. I'll introduce you to the Guildmaster. He'll be your guide from now on.
Now, unfortunately, obviously, I can't do much speaking during these cutscenes, especially if those that actually want to know the storyline. Because this game is actually referred to in the second one.
I have a new student for you. Put him in the dorm upstairs, with the girl.
You don't look much like hero material to me, but Maze knows what he's doing, I suppose. Well, follow me then. You'll be sharing this room with Whisper, one of our brightest young pupils. She's playing in the woods right now, but you'll meet her in the morning. For now, you should get some sleep. Your training starts tomorrow.
Crying actually sounds like a girl, doesn't it? I just realised that. Okay.
It's time to wake up. You must be my roommate. Shorter than I expected. My name's Whisper. I've been here for a month. Had the room to myself till now, too. But that's all right. You know you talk in your sleep. Sounded like a bad nightmare. Happens to a lot the first week. Some don't even last that long. You won't either if you don't get moving. The Guildmaster is waiting for us in the map room. You don't want to be late on your first day. Follow me. Looks like the Guildmaster got tired of waiting for you. He's probably at the training grounds across the river. Let's go!
Okay, so in that cutscene, we went from a point out there into this building. We went upstairs into our room, and we met our... It's basically going to be our rival in the game, and she's called Whisper. Now, if you've noticed, she can't be a girl in this game either. So, just a quick tour. We have the shop in here. We have basically the general shop, which mostly you can just buy beer in. And then you have the outside, like the gardens of... what do you call it? The gardens of the Heroes Guild. You see those little things on the floor? They're cooking apples. You will want to get a couple of those.
A powerful man.
Okay, so here we are, Guildmaster. Shut up, woman.
The Guildmaster is here.
Come on then. Let's
Okay.
see what you're capable of.
This is the training arena.
All right, lad. It's time to see if you've any potential. Get in the ring.
Okay, now this is where the
Now
start
then,
of the game really,
I want you
really
to hit
hits
that
in.
dummy as hard as you can. Just keep going till I tell you to stop.
Okay, so this is just basically targeting system and the punching. Just to basically prove that we're really weak.
You're not making much of an impact there, are you?
Precisely.
Here, try with this.
Now, our first weapon is indeed a stick. What button? Right, okay, this is where it gets weird. You see in the bottom right, the white button has now been replaced with my weapon, and black.
Give it a good hammering with a stick.
The black will be the bow when we get it. So basically, now we're just gonna. Also, the stupid thing about it is you keep the stick throughout the whole game. The exact same
now
stick.
That's more like it. When you destroy an enemy like this dummy, it drops an experience orb. These
You also
orbs
notice that the
contain
background
the
freezes
knowledge gained from
during
killing the
cutscenes.
creature. It's very important that you collect these orbs, or you won't learn anything. Now pick it up.
Okay, so these are basically experience orbs. Now you can walk into them and pick it up, or you can hold down the right trigger, which is basically turning on, which is your magic menu. And when you're in your magic menu, it drags all experience orbs towards you.
That's the guild alarm. Sounds like there might be something loose in the woods. This is a good opportunity to test your spirit. I'll wait for you at the guild woods entrance while you deal with the problem. Once you're done, we can talk about starting your training.
This is probably the only downside to the game. Okay, so we get our first quest. So we get 20 gold pieces and 30 renown, which is what that face is, for kill the beetles infesting the guild woods. Okay. And now we have a quest, adding a quest card to your inventory, details of your current objectives, yada yada yada. And that little symbol shows you where you need to go to get to your objective. Yeah, as I was saying, the only downfall to this game is indeed the long introduction to the storyline. It can be annoying, and to be honest, it is annoying. That's probably why I sound a little bit off, because I'm bored and I just want to get into the main game. So I'm very sorry on that part, but at least I'm giving you a long video. Right. Also, you see on the map, the red dots are hostile. So we're going to run around here, and here we go. We've got some beetles. Whoa, a bit of lag there. Now, this is stupid. You can hit a beetle with one hit from a stick, and it will die. Join me. Also, you see over the X button on the little D-pad icon in the bottom right. Every time you hit, it shows you the damage you're dealing. I shall show you the equipment menu in a minute. Oh, you hit me. And there we go. That's quest complete, because we killed all 10 beetles. I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm having such trouble. Now, I've got guild reward is 20 gold. Extra gold is generally if you do it astoundingly. We've got 30 renown, and we've got extra. I think that's generally if you do it really well. And we've got 9 experience, which is general experience.
The beetles are all dead. You can come out of the woods now.
Okay, right. If you press back on your control, I'll explain them to you. If you press back, you get this inventory menu. Now, if we go into equipment, and you see I have 2 items, which are cooking apple and my money bag. Okay, you will have more as you go through the game. And then in my weapons, I have 1 weapon, which is a melee weapon, which is a stick. Now, it says, it just got basically a little description underneath. So, it has a base damage of 20. It's got no augmentations on it, because it has no augment slots. We'll get into that later. It's light, and I've killed 10 things with it so far. And obviously it shows current objectives in the bottom. So, you will be using that menu a fair bit, especially when you get new equipment, which we will be doing after this. Okay, back to the Heroes Guild. So after thinking about it, I think this hour-long episode is not going to be like the main game. This is going to be like an introduction to the game for if you guys actually would like me to continue it, because I'd love to.
Those beetles can be a damn nuisance. Here, I think you've earned yourself some pocket money for that. If you want more gold, I'm sure the servants could use your help with something. Or you can get an early night.
Okay, for the sake of this video, and for the sake of doing something at least moderately interesting in the video, I'm just going to go straight into apprentice training.
The guild was
The
another
little
boy's
extra
life.
money you get is not worth
The
it.
memory of the Oakvale flames still scorched his mind, but soon he had no thought other than training, and he became stronger and more agile with every passing year. His days were filled with grueling exercises, the nights with study in the library. Finally, he was ready to become a guild apprentice, just as Mays had foreseen. The real training was about to begin.
Okay. We're getting somewhere now.
Get out of bed, lazy bones. We were supposed to meet the guildmaster on the other side of the river. But that was an hour ago. We better get going.
Oh, we look different, don't
Race
we?
you there.
Okay, now. I actually know a quicker way, apart from I've just gone the wrong way. Okay, if we go this way. So yeah, we look different, but for some reason we're, you know, like 20, probably about my age, 19, 20, and we still have a stick. But as you see, we've got an apprentice outfit now. Oh, and the extra content you get from the Lost Chapters, you also get the hooded one, which means you know, I could be a chav now. Look at this, got my hoodie. So yeah, it's not that amazing, but it's armor for now. So we're just going to quickly go back down to this guy to get our first proper weapon.
Late again. You can put that old stick away. We'll begin training with real weapons now. Get used to the weight of this sword, and let's see if you can hit Whisper with it.
Okay, so 2 good things. We got a weapon and we get to hit our rival with it. I still
on,
hate
then.
the fact that...
Let's see what you've got, farm boy.
Also, she only ever has a spear. Now, the stupid thing about the spear... Now, the stupid thing about the spear is you cannot buy one. Like, as a character, you cannot have one.
How did that get through?
Now, as you can see, I'm dealing more damage. And every time she blocks, my sword glows, and this is called a flourish. There's a little tutorial of it in a minute anyway. And basically, you see she can block my attacks if I did a flourish.
Now
it's an
pay
unblockable
attention.
move.
What I'm about to teach you could well save your life one day. The life of a hero is a dangerous one, and you must learn to block your enemy's attacks if you expect to live long. Whisper will try to hit you, but you can block her attacks with your sword. Not all blows can be blocked, but you should be able to handle anything Whisper can throw at you.
Okay, so this is the easiest part of the tutorial. Just stand here and block. Which is basically, you don't have to aim at them, I'm just holding Y. Whenever I'm in combat, I like to hold the left trigger, which is auto-target. There you go, so she hit me.
Well done. Now let's see if you can combine attack and defense.
Now this guy's cool.
Ah, hello, Thunder. Come to check on your sister's progress, have you?
You could say that. Whisper told me you've got a training with some farm boy.
Maze thinks the boy has great potential.
Enough to keep up with my Whisper. Ha!
Well, why don't we see? Whisper and the boy are just working on their melee skills now. All right, children, let's see who has learnt the most in their training. This will be a no-holds-barred duel, just like your final melee test. Prepare yourselves.
Okay, so this is basically just beat the crap out of Whisper. Now she can attack you. Come on, hit me. Hit me!
You can't stop me every time.
Usually she's a bit more feisty than this. Oh my god, why? Just beat the crap out of her.
That's all wrong, Whisper. You need to practice more. Shame you couldn't see me fight in the arena. You might have learned a thing or two. Keep training if you want to go there yourself one day.
I could have beaten him if you hadn't stopped us.
We have few enough heroes as it is, without the two of you tearing each other apart in training.
Speaking of which, meet me as I make my way to the archery range, when you're ready to continue your lessons.
Oh, and about your melee performance? Excellent. Fight like that in your melee exam and you'll do well.
So awesome. Now we're gonna...
Then meet me by the archery range to continue your...
We're gonna move on, because I just want to get through all these. Now what I'm actually gonna do... Actually, I'll do this first. There is a guy, if you can see him coming across the bridge. I think that's him. No. Okay, there...
Are you ready for your archery training?
There will be a guy that will appear down by the melee training, and if you get a certain grade in his... Oh no, that's after the exam.
We don't have all day.
Don't worry. Oh no, there he is. A guy running in the background.
Let's continue our training with the bow.
If you do well enough, he will give you a new sword. Same with the archery.
To begin with,
I don't really do archery at all ever.
Targets, and put some effort into it. The longer you pull back your bowstring, the more damage you will cause.
Don't I look
But
rebellious?
make sure you stay within the circle.
Okay, so it's basically exactly the same as melee, except I need to use... And... we're just going to hit these... like so. Now, archery I've never been a big fan of, so I won't do much of it.
Well done! You hit all the targets. Unfortunately, most foes don't stand still. So let's see how you fare against moving targets.
Okay, so now
you
they're
have
moving.
a minute to score as many points as you can.
Okay, so
the
I
front
think
target
in
is
this,
worth 1
if you
point.
get over 120,
the middle one is worth 3,
he gives
and the
you
one
an
at the back
excellent...
will score you 9 points.
And remember, the longer you pull back your bowstring, the more damage the shot will cause.
More damage means more points, but you have to balance power firing rate, and accuracy. Let's see what you can do.
Okay, so basically, if you get over 120 points,
Get your bow
he thinks you've done well. Now, if you click in the left stick, you get this, which means you can now time... Oh, that was close. Damn it. Okay, you can time them so that when he gets here, you can get, look, there you go, 36 points for one arrow. And if you get over 120 in your exam, you get a crossbow. It's just good for selling, basically. And I hit the wrong dummy then. Come on, dummy, come on. There we go, 120, there you go, I've just got excellent. Jeez, no problem at all, I'm just going to hit that one. See that? The front one gave me 4 points for a maxed out shot.
Ooh, Guildmaster.
Plenty of power. Lovely.
And I got 36 for hitting the back one. Oh, that was close. I don't really care anymore, if I'm honest, because...
There goes the tough old Guildmaster.
Because it's not really that important.
Plenty of...
I can go 2, 4, 4, that's fine. I'm just going to spam some shots.
Excellent shooting, my lad. Do that in your skill test and I'll be most impressed.
Okay. Now I really want to move on, so hurry up, please.
Next, we will learn about the ways of the will.
Speak to me when you're ready to continue with
The
your
reason I
training.
said that is because
I'll be heading to the island by the waterfall.
I'm really... that is the only... like, one of the only lines I remember from this whole thing. Like, fully. Okay. Yeah, see this guy in black?
Any apprentices want to practice melee? Right. This melee combat against Whisper counts.
Okay, so basically, you can get graded for it, and if you get an A,
Let's
if
get
you get an
Whisper
A
and you
plus,
in the ring.
it gives you
I have
another
a
weapon,
special
which
prize
is much
for you
better than the
if you
sword I've
manage
got
an A
now.
plus.
Usually I can do this one basically first time. Now you see I've got flourishes now, which means I'm going to do more damage
Ow!
and knock her back,
Is that the best you've got?
which gets just spam.
How did that get...
There we go, and I got an A star because I didn't get hit once.
All right, you can stop now. That was
That's
very
how you do it.
impressive. Whisper should be ashamed. A plus.
Now, to be honest,
That
that one's
grade
not
means I
very
can award
difficult
you a new
at all. And there you go, Iron Katana. Iron Katanas are the lightest,
Really showed Whisper.
and it's also stupid because they are more powerful than their heavier... Right, okay, this does 30 damage, yes, it's light. Okay, this does 32, and it's light. So, the Katanas are always the best, and they'll probably be the weapons I'll buy most often. Now, let's see if we can get this other bow. All we have to do is beat 120.
Now, the Guildmaster's asked me to grade everyone.
Okay.
And if you get an A,
Yeah, I'm
you've
just
got...
going to skip this because it's exactly the same as the other one. I'm just going to go into the exact same spot. You basically get the drill. I'm just doing this so I can get the extra weapons and the extra... Damn it. Now you see the top score there says 244, which is what I got last time. But the... oh, for God's sake, the A plus score is only 120, as far as I know. That was... I've still got 36 seconds. It's just annoying when they get in line. Oh, come on. 26 seconds. Oh, no. I'll just hit that one. There you go. 1, 2, 4. Now, if I remember correctly, that's all you need to get. See if I can hit 200, just to be sure. I can just hit the middle one. Like so. There you go. So I've got 200. That should be plenty to get me an A. There you go. I'll hit the last one as well. To get me an A+.
I've
There you go.
never seen any better than that. You got an A+. The Guildmaster said, if anyone shot brilliant, I could award them this.
There you go. It's not an amazing, but it's extra money. It's an extra
Ooh,
weapon.
That was some fancy shooting.
Okay, so we're now going to do our magic training.
Really showed Whisper.
As I said before, I'm really sorry that this is just all the tutorial stuff, but I actually forgot how much tutorial stuff is in this game.
It's time to learn about will powers. We'll begin by striking these strong dummies with lightning.
It's a good job you have subtitles.
Let's see what you've got.
Okay, now this is just simple. You will use a little bit of this, or I will, sorry, use a bit of this, but mainly the combat ones.
See how many you can hit in half a minute.
Because to be honest, unless you can level them up quickly, they're pretty useless. Whereas at least with the combat weapons, you can just buy better weapons.
Mana. Using your willpower depletes your mana, and once used, it takes time to replenish.
Okay. So basically, you just want to aim at this one, and it automatically goes. Damn it. Like so. This, you don't get anything. All you get for completing this one is a will potion, which is not worth it. So I will not be doing the combat thing afterwards. Just so you know, so you don't get bored of it. Because I know I'm bored of doing all this crap.
Excellent use of magic. Well done.
But this is all for those of you that have never played the game before and want to understand to play
good, lad.
and the understand the story.
Free hero discipline. We can now move on to your final test if you're ready. Or you can spend some more time exploring the guild.
Which I'm not going to do, because at least we can get out and actually do one quest before this episode is over.
I hope you're ready.
Okay. Now if I'd clicked B play,
quickly,
I would have just killed 3 bandits, which is not worth it.
For years the guild was his home, his school and his life. But as time passed, his thoughts returned always to the world outside. The life he had lost, the family that had been torn from him. At last, only the final day of tests remained. Success would mark the end of his training. He would receive the guild seal and be free to forge his own destiny. He would become a hero.
Now, I will be doing all the side quests in this game as well, before you ask. But just for now, I'm skipping all the little pointless ones.
There is one final test you must complete. Enter the guild woods and go to the log at the top of the hill. The test will be revealed to you there. Good luck.
Okay, now if I'm brutally honest, this isn't hard, even in the slightest. Because, well no, you wait and see. It's not difficult at all, because obviously it's only the first couple of, it's only the first hour of the game, so.
I suppose you're wondering how you pass the final test then. It's simple. You must defeat me, using all you've learned in your years of training. We'll begin with your sword. Hit me, if you can.
Okay, so as he said, hit him.
Go on, fight me!
With the sword. Now, he doesn't fight back at all. He just takes it. And you can just put some flourishes into him. No problem at all.
Very good. Now, shoot me with your bow. Don't get too close.
No, that is a lie. You can literally stand in front of him if you wanted to. Now this is the slow one because you have to hit him equivalent of 7 times.
Well done.
And you can just stand right here and go. You have an arrow.
Done.
And somehow his spear, he can deflect all these arrows.
Put some anger into it.
And voila.
Excellent. And finally, cast lightning at me.
And yet again, not difficult.
Well done.
There you go.
That's enough.
That's all you have to do.
Yes. Quite impressive for a novice. You will find real battles rather more fatal than this.
Really?
But you have passed your final test. And you're ready to receive your guild seal from the guild master.
It's annoying. Why has everyone got spears and you can't get them in the game? But hey ho, moving on. That's it. We can now go and graduate and do this long cutscene. Yay!
Well, this is the day, lad.
I remember the first night you came to us. And look at you now.
Maze's faith in you was well placed. Now come along. The graduation ceremony will take place in the Chamber of Fate, the oldest part of the guild.
Okay, into the cutscene we go. I'll be quiet.
Let the apprentices approach. For many years now you have worked hard to earn yourselves the title of hero. Today, that apprenticeship ends and you go out into the world to do great deeds. Deeds that will bring you the gratitude of thousands, or strike fear into their hearts. These are dark times. The shadows of Albion are stirring, and strange winds are blowing. Your choices, whether they lead you down the path of good or evil, will change the face of the world. Now, take your guild seals and venture forth as heroes.
And there we go. That's it. Childhood is complete. Thank God for that. Like 45 minutes of tutorial.
It's time
basically.
for you to leave us, lad. But you're still very much part of the guild.
On the map table, you will find details of any quests the people of Albion wish heroes to perform.
And you'll need to return often to focus all your experience into new skills. Only by doing this regularly will you advance as a hero.
Step into the light, and I'll show you how to do this.
Okay, so basically this is the guild table. Or the quest table, sorry, which you will know. Over there is actually a colour skate, which they're called.
Step into the light,
or a
and I'll show you how to do this.
In our thinking, but it's not activated at the moment. And this is your skill portal, basically.
First, you must select the area you wish to
so you have
advance
skill
in.
points down the
Strength,
bottom, and we have 3
skill,
areas to do
or
it
will.
in. Now I'm going to be combat based.
You've chosen strength.
So we have physique,
You
which
could be a great warrior.
dictates the force which you can swing a weapon and thus the amount of damage you can cause. Greater strength, which becomes the ability to wield heavy weapons.
Choose one
Obviously
now.
health, that's pretty obvious, and toughness, which is the equivalent of defense. Now, as you can see, it tells you the cost and everything. I'm going to go for a physique.
Allows you to do more damage in melee combat and to carry heavier
that's
weapons.
all I need to do.
There is little else for
And
me to
it gives
teach
you a bigger build.
but I will always be around to offer you guidance.
And your guild seal will allow me to communicate with you at all times.
You will also notice it flashing when you have enough experience to spend. I have given you a basic pack of supplies. It'll be enough for a while. Now there's a whole world for you to explore.
Okay. And that is it. Tutorial is over. Guild training. You get no money for it, but you get a basic pack. Resurrection files, as you can probably tell by the name, it just resurrects you when you die. So I have 2 resurrections, otherwise the game ends. I have a lamp, 2 health potions, a will potion, an apple pie, and that's it. And then obviously some experience for completing the training. And obviously I still have all the weapons that I got during training. Just let it catch up because it's saving. This is a common save spot. And there we go. We now have quests, which will be on
Check
this
the
table.
guild for more quests.
Okay. So we're actually going to start off with a quest. Let's get this first quest out of the way so you guys kind of understand how they work, and because this is a pretty good one for combat. So we have 4 here, 4 which start. Now we have Wasp Menace, which is the one we're going to do now, so I'm going to accept it. You get end the picnic area of infestation. You get 500 money and 200 reward. Okay, so we're going to take that quest. Now we have quests on here as well. So we have Snow Troll Attack. We don't have high enough renown yet. Also, we haven't found the place called Hook Coast. We have Suppress the Uprising, which is in a place called Knothole Glade, which is also don't have renown, and Minion Camp, which we also don't have renown for either. Okay, so this is it. We are finally free to do as we please, which is a good thing. Now, also in this game, like the second and third one, there are silver keys everywhere. Now, conveniently, I have a list of all 30 keys, or is it 35? I think it's 35, come to think of it. No, it's got to be 30. I have a list of where all of them are.
Following the gold mark,
so, which means I can actually show you what's in all of the chests, which is good. So, we come out here, and there's this guy.
Wasps are attacking the picnic area! Follow me! It's this way!
Okay, so he's going to take us to the quest. Now here is a boasting platform. Unfortunately we can't use it because the quest we took doesn't have any boasts. This guy you can buy titles from. So you give yourself a new name, like a new nickname.
You've come to the right place.
And he's only currently got one, which is, or one I can buy, which is Arseface. The default one is Chicken Chaser, if you wanted to know that. So, right, let's go do this quest. Also, when you leave, you get the apprentice outfits, which you start with. I'm going to quickly do this as well. Now, do you remember this from the village when we were a kid?
You smell like rotting rat.
Used to be an adventurer like yourself, but look at me now. Begging to survive and getting bullied by this brat all the time.
Okay.
You must be able to get rid of him somehow. Anything'll do. Use your imagination.
Okay. Now this is teaching you about expressions. And you see in the bottom left, we have expressions. So if I were to press right on the D-pad...
I used to be someone, you know. I was a great warrior.
Mature, isn't it?
Ah, you're as bad as that stinking beggar. I'm out of here.
Ha ha ha! Funniest thing I've seen in years. You've earned my thanks, hero. I'm sure you'll make many friends in your travels. Perhaps we'll meet again, hero.
Okay, so we sorted him out, as you remember him from being a kid. Now, this is where the first silver key is. If you hack down this here, it's probably the easiest one to get, and there you have a silver key. 1 out of 30. We're knocking them down. Okay, so let's get this quest done, shall we? Picnic area.
It's this way, please.
Okay, stop shouting at me. Thank you. Now, unfortunately, this is quite an archery-heavy thing, which is annoying because I actually want to get my combat stuff up. It's not the end of the world because you still get general experience, which you can use on anything. But it's not too bad. We'll do it. We'll do it. We'll do it. Let's get on to this quest, finally. Now, for those of you that probably haven't guessed yet, wasps are the lowest form of enemy in this game, because obviously this is the first quest. So we get 500 gold and 200 renown. So let's clean this place out.
Thanks for saving me.
So we get 20 renown for that, and they swarm. Now, if I remember correctly, I could be wrong. If you actually use the first sword you get in the game... Oh, and if you wonder why health potion appeared then, it's because I ran over an item on the floor. I'll explain that, because there's stuff on the picnic tables. Okay, so here we have the Wasp Queen. So take out her minions, bring out the bow, let's take her down. And now you see, because she's a boss, she has a health bar on the top right. And every time she does that spinning thing, it means she's calling in more wasps. Like so. So I'll bring out the bow again. And we attack the Wasp Queen. As you see, with each fully charged shot, doing 110 damage. And there you go, she is dead. Now, she does attack you, but she has a little bug where if you keep moving while she's trying to attack you, she can't hit you. So I think I kind of exploited the bug there a little bit, didn't I? But hey, it's not a difficult quest at all. It's the first one you get. And you get renown. People are starting to know who I am. Okay, and you get the wasp head for it. Now, we got no extra gold for it, but we got 76 extra renown. Or renown. I don't know how you really pronounce it. Okay. So there we have a sum of money now. Which is good.
You've received a new quest card.
So now, if I try and show you these items, right, you see this item on here? If it was on the floor, it would be in a little bag.
The wasp killer. Nifty bit of work, that.
It'd be in a little bag, and if you walked over it, you could pick it up. So, we get a health potion, we have an apple. Food heals health, if you want to know. We'll get some green apples. Oh, and a beard and a hairstyle card. Now, you can use these to customize your character as you will. We'll get some apples. We'll get a cake, a pie. Okay, so there we have it. That is the first quest of Fable. Now I'm just going to quickly see how long we've actually been recording. Okay, so we're coming towards the end of the video now. So I think I'm going to head back into the Heroes Guild.
Maze is looking for you. He waits for you in the Barstone Tavern.
Okay, so there we go. Now we have the Heroes Guild over there and up here. Also, if I click in this, there you go. You get the map and where you are, and you get to see where is what, which is all good. So, and that is Bowerstone South down there. So I'm in this bush. I think I'm going to end this 100th video special here, guys. It's been a good ride. I'm glad that you guys came with me. We're on 70 subscribers as I record this. This is actually being recorded on Monday, the 3rd of October. So I hope you guys have enjoyed watching this. Sorry, it's actually been a mildly boring video, and I'm sorry for that. But if you guys want me to keep playing through this game, because the game is really, really good, I do love this game, then leave me a comment, drop me a like. This is actually probably the second time on my whole channel that I've ever asked for you to leave me a like, a favourite, and a comment. Now, because this is my 100th video, this video is going to take me a good 4 or 5 hours of rendering. So I think for the amount of effort I'm having to put into this video, I think it's worth a favourite and a like. So guys, if you want to see more, please, obviously, as I said, leave a comment. And thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in my 101st video. See you later.